Good evening and welcome to the Berlin Selectboard meeting of February 2nd, 2026. To my left is Muriel Morris, to my right is Flo Smith and Carolyn Nuizel, and I'm Joe Staub. Is there any additions or changes to the agenda? Would that be the minutes?
I'm not aware of any additions or changes to the agenda.
Do you have the minutes in your packet?
We do not have the minutes in our packet.
So we'll remove that. Okay, if there's nothing else, public comment. No public comment. CVR, PC, the local hazard mitigation plan. Do we have,
I thought Keith was
yeah,
here.
I don't see him on.
Do you want me,
I don't think there's anybody trying to get in.
No. Well, seeing that Keith is not currently with us,
do we wanna move on to something else and come back?
yes, a letter of support. In your packet, you have a copy. Did everybody have a chance to look at it?
I did.
Okay. And this was from Diane Brown.
Yes, Diane Brown.
Easy.
The only thing I saw on the letter was just changing the year on the letter.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I thought it sounded good, and I would make the motion to approve the letter of support with the change to the year.
I'll second it.
any more discussion, edits? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. The highway position discussion and update. I guess everybody knows that it has been,
Reposted?
yeah,
Mhm.
reposted.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it posted online, but I couldn't find it in any papers.
Um,
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Newspapers?
Is it on the, is it back on the league site, do we know? Does it go on the league site?
I do not know
I didn't look at that one, but it's on ours.
where they typically post those positions.
Maybe that's not the best.
I don't remember seeing it on there, but it's easy enough to do.
I didn't
I
see
look
it
at
on
it
the league.
almost every day.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the league
Didn't see it.
either.
That doesn't mean, was Vince not in today, or?
Vince,
Sick.
had an appointment, he had to meet
Okay,
tonight.
so, I mean, takes 5 minutes to do.
But where
Yeah.
are they normally posted?
On the league and our website, and then, Times Argus and World, of course, the World hasn't come out, and
Well, I got
Times
one
Argus
today,
won't
but it
come out
wasn't
till.
in there.
I'm sorry?
I got one today, but it wasn't in there.
World?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been from last Wednesday. They
Oh.
come out on Wednesdays now, and then the Times Argus won't come out until, well, Saturday and then tomorrow, so.
Okay.
Do people really still look in those for jobs?
Well, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out,
but
Matt, that's
yeah.
what my
I
son
mean,
said,
I don't
people
even, I mean,
don't
it
look
costs
at
quite a bit
those.
of money, I don't even know if they,
Does it go on Indeed.com, cause that's where a lot of people are going. Indeed.com.
We've not had good success. Problem with Indeed is,
I mean, that's simple to look right up and find jobs.
right, but it's,
So
we
it's-
haven't had good luck with
So it's
Indeed.
just the Times, the World, and online.
I agree that we might wanna try
I
that
was,
again.
I think kind of,
I think so, that's where I
and
go.
I kinda had a talk with Tim the other night about it, that, I think word of mouth is probably gonna get us further to, you know, connections with, some of the organizations around, maybe might have better luck, somebody looking for a change than, you know, the online.
'Cause they all
places,
talk.
so. Yeah, right.
I did that, I shared it, as soon as I saw it and read it and liked what I
Yeah.
saw, I shared it. I've got a few likes, so hopefully those are, if they're liking it, maybe they're interested. We can only hope.
Right.
I'll follow up with Vince tomorrow to ask about publishing it in other places, and maybe they have that in the works.
Well, I think they should put it on Indeed, that's my thoughts.
I think it'd be worth trying that again, just to see, I mean, maybe not for this position, I don't know, but maybe, but at least for, sorry, I wanna just turn this off.
When I follow up with Vince, I'll integrate the thoughts of everyone tonight, and then we can circle back.
Throw a wide net. How about throw a wide net,
Exactly,
is what it's about.
yes, exactly.
All right. Nothing for minutes? Is there anything else on the position?
Not for
No.
me,
Okay.
thank you.
Nothing for minutes, so this would be license permits and vouchers.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I make the motion to approve payable warrant 26G17 with check number 25796 to 25824 in the amount of $128,274.70. Also payable warrant 26S14 with check number 4599 to 4611 in the amount of $20,551.37.
Is there a second?
Haven't gone through them yet.
Second,
Discussion? Question? Clarification?
no, it was insurance and retirement.
Okay. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Insurance
Right.
is crazy expensive,
It is.
Which one are you talking about?
all of it. All
Round
insurance.
table.
Health insurance, property and casualty insurance, liability insurance, workers' comp, it's all crazy.
Carla,
What?
anything for roundtable?
No, just that now I think, maybe we could all think about, well, I know we aren't all gonna be here, Joe, but like, now that we've got the budget behind us, kind of prioritize, going back and figuring out priorities, because I mean, I know Vince will work on that, but if we have things that we think are priorities, we should probably be thinking about that.
Well, I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, we've been so crazy with everything else that it's been, I know there's a lot of things that we talked about at meetings that have kind of, you know, fallen
Well-
aside, just cause we had to get the budget.
I know with a different hat, I'm gonna say we would visit our budget at least quarterly.
Yeah,
And I think the select board should be doing the same.
absolutely.
I agree.
You know, having a light agenda with nothing but a budget review of where we are currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're definitely doing it more often.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, so, yeah, well, even just the result, you know,
That was
check-ins,
ridiculous.
what's happening,
Yeah.
so,
Anything else?
nope,
Flo?
I had the same thought, so I concur. That was it.
Muriel? I may not see this come about, but I do remember talking about somebody's well on Air Street being contaminated. And so you should be seeing that, I'm gonna say, in the next, couple of meetings.
Okay.
Should come up.
Okay,
So how is that from Route 12? Is that how it got contaminated?
Well, I don't know how it got contaminated.
that's the question.
Didn't they say, I thought the last time you were talking about
Has
it
anybody
was calcium
joined us?
chloride or the chloride from the road or something.
We skipped the,
Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
they were trying to determine how it got
How
contaminated.
where did it come from? And so you have a town paved
We can
road, you
decide.
also have a state paved road,
Correct.
so.
Was this time sensitive, the hazard mitigation thing?
It is supposed to be. Let me just see if anyone came in.
Thank you for checking.
Well, I can say that
emailed
this
Keith
is-
and he says he's getting a message of host has another meeting open. He's trying to zoom in.
Oh.
Oh.
This needs to be, I'm assuming that's supposed to say Berlin.
Can you call the phone? Can we call it?
Oh, but this is, I know, right
Do what we did before? Did somebody have a cell phone they can call and they have them on the phone?
No, man, you could use my King, speaker machine.
Are we in the wrong meeting?
Might be.
Was he in the wrong meeting?
One of us is in the wrong meeting.
Yeah.
We couldn't sign in either.
Oh, so I bet we're in the
Order.
wrong meeting.
I'm it. I'm your only connection to the world.
I know I do that at work sometimes in
Appreciate
Teams, so
it.
it's possible. I'm in a meeting wondering where the hell everybody is.
That was a good catch on that, Carla, because it's also down here, and it is a template, and they just forgot
Yeah.
to fix it. So I'm just reading through to see if there's any other aspects that maybe need a
I
change.
swore I wasn't gonna eat chocolate tonight, Muriel, and here I am already eating it.
Chocolate is good for you, especially if it's dark chocolate.
It's made my waistline expand significantly
Well,
over the
they
last
said
4
dark
years.
chocolate's good for you, so just eat it. You want one? You guys that do that, how do you guys just do that?
What's that?
Not eat candy or not drink or not smoke or just not do bad stuff.
Oh, I got a list of stuff I do. It does not. That could be bad.
Yeah.
Could be good too. I used to work with this guy who used to smoke, like, he could have one cigarette a day and that's it. It's like, how do you do that?
I know, there's some people that I've known that did that, which is,
Just one a day, it's like, I think it would either make you want more or make you sick.
yeah, I'm shocked that Danny was able to quit.
Recording in progress.
Okay, meeting Orca, Dave Delcor, Steve Tiersch, Matt Romei,
I'll have to ask about public comment again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Central
Just
Vermont
what I needed.
RPC.
There's somebody.
Okay,
Do we have a? We need to.
hear us, Pete?
There we go.
Can you hear us, Keith?
yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what was going on. Sorry about that.
Welcome.
You know, when you
No.
think,
Sorry's on our
I
side.
think we're in the wrong meeting.
oh, okay. Well, it was something, yeah, it was acting goofy. I logged out, logged back in. And this time it works. You know, tech, it's beautiful when it works.
So it was a very short agenda that we kind of ran through before we realized we were in the wrong meeting. So we did open up the February 2nd select board meeting, regular meeting. And I'll open this up for any public comments for anyone who may have just joined us. Things that I believe there was a number of you. Is there any public comment? Okay, seeing none. Keith, you're up.
Okay, so we've had the town local hazard mitigation plan. The draft has been up actually since December 25th. I've received just a couple public comments, made edits based off of those because they were just, most of that was just errors. There was one in the community profile just about the founding of the community. It was a slightly different fact than what I'd been able to find. So just updated that because it was historically accurate. But yeah, everything else is fine. So all I'm asking this evening is that the select board, if you're willing to do a preliminary adoption of the plan, this will basically allow me to just go through any editing process with VM and FEMA, as long as there's nothing that would be considered by them a major edit. I can just work through that entire process. I can keep Bruce involved as well, just so he's aware. So there's somebody from the town as the EMC or somebody from the select board of any edits that are being requested. And we can just basically wrap up the end of this, just going through that process. The plan actually is already with VM. Like I said, after that last Vermont Emergency Management, at that last select board meeting, the following day, I submitted it. So it's in their queue because it takes them a while to even get to the process of reviewing it so that we don't have a delay. I went ahead and submitted it in. So it's in their queue. So as soon as they can get a chance to actually review it, I didn't want to wait another 2 weeks to allow more plans to get in front of viewers.
Understandable. Thank you, Keith.
How'd you make out with the survey, the community survey?
We did reasonably decent. To be honest, off the top of my head, I do not remember exactly how many submissions there were, but that the full survey is in the draft of the plan. So you can go through there, and every single comment that anyone put in is in there as well. We included all that so that, we've done, as far as the public process, we are including everyone's ideas or any comments that were made there.
That's great.
So can I just ask what exactly you want us to do? Because this certificate of adoption is not, I'm assuming, this is not it has East Montpelier, it's some kind of a template, but it still has East Montpelier on it.
Okay.
And it says 2025. I'm assuming it should say 2026.
Yes. Yeah, I will. I'm sorry about that. Didn't catch that when I had a separate copy that I thought was a clean one. I will send you one immediately.
So you do want this signed?
Yes. I would like to get that preliminary adoption. Because then, to be honest, then I don't have to bother you all with coming back to the select board. I can just submit, when we get that final adoption, I can then just share that with the town. And really, you don't have to be involved if you don't want to be, because I know as volunteers, you're all very busy and you already give enough of your time, trying to speed that up as much as possible.
Much appreciate your help too, Keith. So I'll go ahead and make the motion that as a select board, we approve the certificate of adoption with the changes to the year at the top and the 2 places where East Montpelier will be changed to Berlin.
There's also a year in the second paragraph.
Yeah.
Good point. Thank you. So all of those changes and the fact that you're going to modify that for us, Keith.
Yes. Yeah, I will submit.
Thank you.
Like I said, I will share that over. Actually, as soon as I drop off this call, I'll go into my files and get a new copy and clean that up and get it over to you.
Sounds wonderful. And right at the very bottom, just before we sign, just before the chair signs, that also needs to be 2026 there too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion on it? Any questions on it?
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
I guess the first question is, have you all read the plan?
I've not read it word for word, but I've been through
And
it.
I worked through a portion of it with Keith.
Okay. I've got a list of 14 items that I would basically call editorial changes. Starting on page 2, the planning team. Despite the fact that my name is spelled wrong, I'm used to that after all these years. My title is down as Select Board Chair, which I don't know if the chair should be offended by that or if I should be offended by that, but I got a bunch of these types of comments that I think are going to be easy to fix, but do need to be addressed before the plan was submitted. And sort of going through these one by one, if it's okay with everybody, I'll email Keith and send a copy to Vince, and then he can distribute it as necessary. Well, one of the larger changes I would like to see, I call more of a formatting change, is under each of the vulnerabilities, there's a list of the mitigation strategies. And those get very repetitive because the same strategy is, effective for multiple of the vulnerabilities. I'm not saying that needs to be changed, but I'd like an additional page or pages where there's a consolidated list of strategies. Just you can go down and easily identify what needs to be done. I know talking to Vince, that's one of the biggest complaints about the format of the capital improvement plan. There's little bits and pieces scattered all out, but no comprehensive list like we have in the town plan or in the economic development plan, where everything's listed out right there, go right through. And we've had good success with our plans in the past with the town plan. Under Carla, great success in accomplishing those items on there. And I think Tom's being a little bashful himself as about, our accomplishments. I think we've done more than even what he's giving us credit for. Same thing with the economic development plan. I think there's like 27 strategies and 21 have completed. But I think just a single sheet, with all of them listed out and the redundancies listed out, for instance, like generators, I think is listed on there several times.
Yep.
I think that would make it more usable for you and for the town moving forward. But taking a step further, I've got a whole list of additional strategies I think the town should pretty much consider adding. And I don't know if you want me to go through these individually one, or if Keith, you want to, maybe we can meet up and go over them. But for instance, there's the Ayers Road culvert is listed in there specifically, but the town has 520 some total culverts, with 50 plus being identified as impaired to some degree. I think the town needs to be more aggressive in getting those culverts cleared up. Now, some of the big ones are being addressed, the Payne Turnpike and Richardson Road, and even the last meeting, working with RPC on, was it McCarty Road, I think. So I mean, we're whittling this list down, but the failures of the culverts were really leading cause of the road damages we received in the 2023 and 2024 disasters. And I think, aggressive improvements in the culverts will go a long way in mitigating potential damages in the future. I kind of mentioned it briefly a couple times during the budget process, Crosstown Road making permanent repairs to keep that open year round. There's been talk about a fire department critical needs analysis. I think that would be appropriate to add to this plan. I think it just helps when we go for grants that, you know, it's been repeatedly identified as a need for the town, especially being in a FEMA approved plan for a FEMA grant. We all know government, you know, right hand doesn't talk to the left hand, but I think it strengthens our KE calls for everything. Additionally, with the fire department staffing, fire department on most emergencies is the first responder. Even before the road crew gets called out, the fire department's usually there on scene. And you know, during the July 2023 floods, I think the fire department put in over 800, 900 hours just in that first week alone. That was all volunteer time. And I think that, you know, we all know this is coming, but here again, I think it helps lay out, get in writing, you know, the needs of the fire department moving forward. It's going to be much more than what it has been in the past. I've got a bunch of other ones, and like I said, I don't know if you want to go over them one by one, or if you want me just to go over with Keith and maybe, you know, come back at a later time.
Keith, what's your thought? Can we
Tor, can
set
I,
up a meeting and go through this one last time?
Yeah,
Does
I mean, if that's what you all would choose, yeah, we can definitely do that.
But
Does that hold anything up?
add additional strategies to this, and then
What is your time constraint, Keith?
well,
because
I don't know when the last. I would have to look up what the contract for the brick grant, because I'm less worried about like our contract with the town, more worried about your FEMA funding for reimbursement. Because we've heard that they're being very hesitant to give any time extensions. So I don't know definitively off the top of my head what that date is. I know they are approaching, but you know, from what Tor is saying, most of that would be considered more editorial, and even putting together all the summarizing those mitigation actions. That's not really changing any part of the plan, so it's still, I would think that still should qualify under us having the public posting of the draft. So, you know, if we could do that this week, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, within the next week or two, I would definitely say we could probably do that. If we went further out than that, I would say, you know, we're starting to drag out a little long, you know, and creating risk on that reimbursement, you know, if we go too far.
I don't remember what you said about your schedule, but I'm pretty much free. I think we can knock it out in the next, you know, when your next meeting's on the 16th, 14th, 16th, right?
Yeah.
I would think it'd be doable that we can have it done trade free for the 16th.
is that too far away? I thought you said a week.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd say a week or two. We could probably do that. Yeah.
Just let us know, because we've certainly been having a lot of special meetings lately if we need to have another one.
Definitely, we could come together this week if it would help you, Keith.
Or Monday or something.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah,
meeting
I mean,
scheduled on the 14th,
We do.
Saturday.
That's right, we do.
It's really much better.
2 days are,
Yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, let us know if it's going to be a problem, because if, you know, Tor has a lot more experience in this stuff than I do. So, I mean, he's probably, you know, got some good points.
I don't think that'd be a problem. And like, and I totally actually agree with Tor that in the format of the way the hazard mitigation actions, we actually do have to kind of report them in this format, but it's not the easiest or most functional. It's functional for FEMA to review them so they
Yeah.
can kind of check that off.
Yeah.
But for towns, I personally don't really like that layout, and that's even why near the end of the plan there's a table that shows the
Yeah.
risk profile, and I've created those because otherwise it's spread throughout the whole plan, and it's really hard for a town to understand, okay, well, what is the risk profile we're looking at?
Yeah.
So trying to put I've been trying to modify these to put more and more of the documents in one place, so almost like an executive summary of the
Yeah.
plan. Realistically, it'd probably almost be the best way to move forward. So all that information is in one place, and if you want to go deeper, then you could go through the whole plan. But
Yeah. Well, good. If you run into any problems, just let Vince know.
Okay.
And we can deal with it.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate your input, Tor. Do you want to just, oh, sorry.
Oh, and I'll just reach out to Tor then tomorrow, and we can try to get something set up and go through this.
If,
Sounds good.
yeah, and if Vince is around, I think he should be included if he's not busy or otherwise out. It makes sense, I think, for him to be included to know what's happening.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just don't know if you want to do a summary for those that were not here. The only action we really took was to approve letter of support for Generations Vermont Intergenerational Day Services Center. That's the only action item that we took, that we completed while we were on the other meeting.
Very good point, Carla. Thank you.
And the highway position was just informational.
Yeah,
We didn't have any minutes to approve,
no,
and the license permits and vouchers
we're approved.
were approved.
We're not anticipating an executive session tonight, are we?
Not tonight.
Okay, I didn't believe so.
Was there anything else that it could be for roundtable that hasn't been discussed? Seems not.
Move to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much.
Thank you all.